So you have roller skates, but now it's time to learn about them. Each roller skate make and model will vary in some way, but most derby skates are comprised of the same parts, which are your boot, plate, bushings, trucks, wheels, bearings, toe stops, and associated hardware. We learn a lot more about skates over the season, but today we're going to focus specifically on skate adjustments. To start, you'll need some tools. Each skate's a little different, but for me, I'm going to use a hex screwdriver and a basic socket set. First, remove the nuts that attach your wheels. Keep them together because it does become easy to lose parts. Do the same thing for all of your wheels. Next, remove the nuts that attach your bushings to your plates, along with the washer cover. Then remove the bottom part of the bushing. After that, remove the truck. They're universal on most skates, so don't worry about keeping track of which side belongs where. Once that is done, unscrew the bushing bolt from the plate. Repeat this for all of your trucks. Next, remove the toe stop. On this skate, I must remove a pin holding it in place. On others, it may be a large nut that requires a different tool. The only piece remaining attached to the boot now should be the plate. Finally, take your wheels and remove the bearings from inside. Start with the bearing that's flush with the back of the wheel. It's easiest to obtain leverage. Then you should easily be able to punch the other one out. Now that you have fully disassembled your skates, clean off any visible dust or grime with a dry rag. Now that we have them disassembled, let's review. Boot and plate, bushing bolts, trucks, bushing bottoms, washer and nuts, wheels with hardware, toe stops with hardware, and skate tools. Looks like we're ready to reassemble. Begin by screwing in the bushing bolt by hand. Do not use tools until the end. Then add the trucks using some common sense. Next, add the lower bushings, washer, and hand tighten the nut to keep it all in place. Next, add the wheels and keep them in place by hand tightening the wheel nut. Finally, add your toe stop, but be careful. People frequently screw their toe stop in too far and the stem actually pokes up into their foot. This makes for painful skating. Now comes the good stuff. Let's customize your skates. The rule of thumb is this: tight nuts equal more stability, but less speed and mobility. Loose nuts equal more speed and mobility, but less stability. I urge you to experiment until you find your desired blend. The same is true with your trucks. If the nut is very tight, your skates will be very stable, but your lateral movement and speed may suffer. Loosening your trucks will decrease your stability, but your range of motion and stopping power will increase. Again, find your blend. To recap, tight nuts equal increased stability and decreased speed and agility. Loose nuts equals increased speed and agility, but decreased stability.